Video is so much more than just a piece of content that is quickly consumed and easily forgotten. It is something that has an everlasting impact. I would say I've been a creative person my entire life. From way back when I was a kid playing with Legos and having a crazy imagination playing with all my action figures and toys, I was always trying to tell some kind of story. When I started a few of my own companies in my early 20s, I knew that to succeed, I needed to have my branding and my marketing on point. Since I came from an art and photography background, I decided to take it upon myself to learn absolutely everything there was about video production and marketing and branding. I spent hours and months just perfecting my craft and learning everything there was about this industry so that I could be best equipped to tell a great story. The more time I put into learning and perfecting this craft, the more I realized I was unfulfilled. I wasn't really happy doing what I was doing. Even though it's what I thought I wanted, running these other businesses isn't exactly what I wanted to do. Then one day, as my second business was nearing its end of life, I realized something. I realized something that I had known my entire life, and that's I was meant to tell stories. I was meant to do this for other people. I was meant to do this for other businesses. I needed to help people like myself who needed to tell their story. So I reached out to one of my business advisors who was in the middle of launching his own new product, and I asked him, can I make you a video for your business? Can I help you tell your story and to help tell the story of your company? And from the moment I saw the look on his face after I delivered the final video to him, I knew this was something that I just needed to do. He was ecstatic, and it just brought so much joy to his life, seeing how he could finally tell his story properly. He told me that for the first time since he started his company, he finally felt understood. His investors understood where he was coming from. His customers also understood that and were finally downloading and buying his product. And the way this made me feel is just indescribable. From that moment, this is something I knew I was going to do for the rest of my life. My eyes were finally open, and now all I saw were stories that were just misunderstood. Stories that were mistold. There were so many stories that were just being pushed aside and never being heard. And at the very center of all this, it was businesses that were being impacted the most by this. It's businesses that were struggling to tell their story and have their story understood. Businesses have the power to change lives and impact so many people at a scale that is unimaginable. Where businesses are failing and where they are going wrong is that they are focusing so much effort on just the selling and marketing, but they are forgetting who they are. They're forgetting to tell that to their customer. They're forgetting to tell their story to the world. They're forgetting to tell the stories of why they got into business in the first place. Tell stories that can unify people across the entire world. And they're forgetting to let people in on a much deeper level. So that is why I started my company. So at AP Films, we tell brand stories for companies and businesses who want to impact the world. Not only do we help them tell their story, but we help instill these values and ideas at the very core of their company and their business to help them thrive and continue to grow. We make sure that they live and breathe these ideas and concepts and these values every single day of their lives. We make sure it's a part of their communication, we make sure it's a part of their process so that they can continue connecting customers, clients, partners, investors, and truly withstand the test of time. Now, I know you don't really need me to tell your story, but when you're ready to make a change, to make a difference, to truly put all this down into a video, to get people excited for what you're doing and what you have to offer, reach out to me. What's your story?